the hardware we're looking at, okay, is everything from your desktops, your iMac, then you have your Mac Pro, Mac Mini, the laptops, then the introduction of the iPhone and the iPad. So just to get you familiar with kind of what we're talking about. All right, the applications, and this is just a few that you can run on your Mac, is got address book for all your contacts. Again, this is very similar to the PC. We have iChat for all of your chatting needs, but also it can be used in different departments communicating with one another. Then you have your mail application, your iCal for all your specific dates, iTunes, of course, and then the terminal, which gives you to the command line just text, where you can really get work done, but we won't go into that today. On the Mac, you have the Finder. On the PC, you have Explorer. And don't get that confused with Internet Explorer. Okay? The naming convention there has always been kind of questionable, but it's how you navigate through your computer. So I'm just going to give you kind of a look. Okay, on the left side is what Finder looks like. And on the right side is Windows Explorer. Okay. A lot of similarities there. Yes?
Do you have to have Windows for Mac, or can you just take the Windows CD you got from your PC?
Good question. It has to be, and this is a valuable one, an actual Windows install disk, not like one you get from Dell or HP, the restore disk. You have to go out and purchase the $200 disk.
I actually did that a couple years ago. I purchased the Windows XP disk.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if I can use that, or do I have to have like multiple licenses or whatever?
If you already have Windows installed on another computer, it'll come up flag. That's saying you've already used the serial number. It installs. It'll say, "Are you ready to install Windows?" You insert the Windows disk, and then you're booted into or started into what looks like Windows, because it is Windows. Okay, that Apple's like, there you go. There's your Windows. We're done here. Except for when you want to install drivers for like your mouse and keyboard and Bluetooth, you want to make sure you download those. But what you're going to find in your control panel is Boot Camp option and software update, Apple software update, and it's going to look like this. So on the Mac, you can go to, don't have it on here, but I always believe showing you is better. I go into System Preferences, okay, and I can choose Startup Disk. Okay, and if I had Windows installed on here, it would automatically restart. I could choose it to restart. Same thing that's going to appear in your control panel, that is going to look exactly like I'm showing you. Okay, it's going to look very, very similar. It's the same type of analogy here, that it's a place to collect your users, your groups, your accounts, your preferences, everything together, and be able to share it on a network. So for someone to be able to share it on one side of the building or clear across campus, that you're running some type of versioning of this. Okay, and Apple calls it Open Directory. Notice I clicked up here, and this is where you want to be when you're connecting wirelessly. Okay? Yep.
You want to be on Emory Guest.
Okay, and we can jump on Emory Guest right now and start browsing. That. Okay. Got a pretty strong signal on that, and that's always looking for a wireless signal. Okay? So notice I can go into System Preferences, Network, or I can take a shortcut and go up to Wi-Fi. Safari's closed. No, it's not. How you can tell is these small little highlights, these little, whatever you like to call them. Most people are like little lights, okay, that show you what applications are still open. Okay. So if you're working on your Mac and things are going really slow, if you got Photoshop open and you're editing big videos, okay, if you're editing movies on there and you're like, man, it's really going slow, check this out, okay, and see if an application is still open. Let me show you how to close it. You can do the great little Command Q keyboard shortcut or Safari with Safari. Let me give you a brief introduction to iDevices. Okay, you have the iPod Touch, iPhone, iPad. All right, today there's a big announcement. That new iPhone is coming out. All right, great. That may change all of this. Okay, but many of you have iPads and iPhones. Here's basically basic idea for file sharing. Here's a demo. You got your iPad, you got your desktop, maybe a laptop. You want to share a file, you can add it, share another file. Just helps you for file sharing on your iPad.
Is this when they're physically connected with the cable, or is this
Seven wireless then. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.